Hi, I'm Bert Nussbaumer from macropeak.co.uk. Well, the weekend did bring, more news, which is rather going from bad to worse, really. We had Prime Minister Johnson obviously cancelling Christmas for the London area and the southeast. That obviously has already sparked quite some reaction in the market. But on top of it, obviously the big headline out there is going to be the mutant strain of COVID. That headline isn't really one that the market can take at this stage where we had elevated levels in the equity market. The headlines are really all about the United Kingdom. Most countries shutting down all the sort of traffic to the UK. We even had the French blocking the Dover crossing, so there's no goods transferred between the UK and the mainland Europe. That seems to be solving itself in the next few hours. But anyway, that obviously has created quite a bit of an element of risk off in the market. We have the Dow futures currently trading at minus 550. You have the DAX trading at minus 4%. So it's a really big wave of risk off at the thinnest time of the year, just shortly ahead of Christmas. Reality is we have just passed another deadline in terms of Brexit. The EU Parliament did set out the deadline of midnight on Sunday. We should have a deal by then so they can ratify it. The market hasn't really taken that up very strongly yet, given we had some rumors last week about the leaders, like Macron and Merkel would, if needed, would bypass the EU Parliament. But we see how that goes. Reality is it's unclear to see whether the decision from the French to close the channel is anything politically motivated to sort of show the UK how isolated they will be. I don't want to go there, but you know what, it did cross my mind, I have to say. Reality is we still have no deal. So we have a double whammy out there. We have a COVID situation that seems to go out of control. We have a risk of a no-deal Brexit. That's not really what the market needs at this point in time. So the market reacts very soft indeed. The first slide I have obviously is about sterling. We see a very sharp move. We closed above 135 on Friday. We're now just breaking 132 and heading lower. So the big trend line there from 2020 comes in at 130, 170, a break there, and we see sterling to unwind even further. As I said in the past sessions that I was on here, a no-deal Brexit, and we see sterling probably down at 120 easily. On the next slide, this is euro sterling, the same what we see, a sharp weakness of sterling back to above 92. Again, on a no-deal Brexit scenario, I'm not sure the highs from March at 95 area will be enough. It's probably going to go a lot higher than that. On the next chart, this is euro dollar. Euro dollar sort of failed to extend above 122. Obviously, the dollar overall remains very soft, but going into this risk off event, obviously, as usual, the dollar rallies against Canada, against Aussie. The cable move obviously had its impact on the euro dollar. We now trade down to near 121. And with the current weakness, we cannot really rule out this squeeze to continue a little bit in the dollar. On the next slide is the DXY. We already opened above 90.30. You don't see it on this chart now, but we're now almost back to the 91 pivot. So while I sort of sent the charts out, we already had quite a decent move up. So this is a key level here, 91. If we manage to extend the squeeze here, we could really go all the way back to 92 and see more dollar strength out there, which is all really based on the risk off scenario. How the situation solves itself in the next few days, really hard to say. It seems the UK government is really busy with probably two of the biggest challenges in our lifetime between COVID and Brexit. And I leave it up to you to decide whether we should really be taking on two such large tasks or if we should focus on one by one and kick out the transition period for another year, focus on COVID and then get Brexit done. But, we see how this goes right now. It just feels they're overwhelmed and just really not enough focus on each single big key event. This is it from me for 2020. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the new year again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.